I'll start recording. So we are recording the finals of our Gemblenders tournament, our first tournament for March 2024, in preparation for, well, in a celebration that the cards are being sent out right now and that people are getting them and everything. So, yeah.
Thanks for that intro, man.
Welcome. And also, like, next week, from today's recording, they will be having some celebration event in physical, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be having a big weekend-long celebration where we'll be at IHC Collectibles in New Jersey, and then we'll also be in Manhattan the next day. So
Bada bing.
Nice.
A lot of exciting events and
good. So right now, what we sorry?
Yeah, we sent all the Kickstarter.
Isabel.
Yeah.
So
And Selma.
you starting
My library. 3 Rams.
So what we're seeing right now, we are playing with all the up-to-date cards as they're legal and in print.
Actually, I will use
For once, they're actually in print. So what we're seeing now here is that Ben is playing a Ram aggro deck that wants to go second because then he can attack with his heroes on the first turn, Fiona and Isabel and Kula. A very popular setup that I'm also using in my own deck to attack for a lot of damage early game and then go into Ram and then also having a struggle search like you're seeing here that you already did to keep up with the gems with their opponent. And that's the whole setup, like Kula to discard Capra gems, go into Rams, attack for a ton of damage. And then we're playing against Sam's deck with that focusing on Glaciers to attack for 2-0, but while also decreasing our opponent's defense, which is not going to matter against Rams. So Rams going to be at 3-0 because of the +2 from the Capra gems in the discard pile, while Glacier is just going to attack him 2-0. So I assume what Sam's going to try to do is going defenses with Sprout, going into an early, what's it called? Steve, help me out.
Early,
like the Sprout, the free gem Sprout.
Oh, Garden Sprout.
Yeah, Garden Sprout to get extra defense and extra attack, so he will be 3-1 on the Glaciers, which effectively will make Ben attack for 2, while having 0 defenses, thereby taking 3 damage in the long run, outscale. So if Ben can set up the ramps soon enough and attack early enough, he will outdamage Sam in the early game, but Sam might have a longer game.
Kula doesn't have an activation gem on the one attack.
I think that's what we're looking at.
Why does Ram have 3 attacks for life too?
Yeah, I think this is very interesting.
Alright,
Kind of annoying in a lot of ways, given that they're both very aggro deck, focusing on 2 specific level 2 blends, Ram and Glacier, which when paired with each other are quite powerful.
Yeah, especially painful because, like, yeah, I know Sam is playing a level 3 in Garden Sprout, and Ben is also having a backup attacker in Glass Raider as a level 4, but otherwise they're not focusing on anything higher than level 2.
Yeah.
No, I apologize now. I'll attack for...
Yeah. I think I've been, like, piecing together ways to take down these types of decks, and I think it's really interesting to think about. I think there's definitely ways around them.
Yeah, for sure. Because they're quite vulnerable.
They are powerful.
Yeah. I really think it comes down to figuring out strategies that can slow them down, because in the end, like, their total stats are really not that high. Ram is like 3-0, so it's only 3 stats on each. So if you can slow them down, put out like a lot of defenses and stuff like what's the defense level 2?
Electron.
Electron would be 1, but I'm thinking of the one that says 0-4 and +1 defense if it's the only one.
Oh, Guard.
God, yeah, of course. So Electron, Guard, stuff like that can really slow them down and help you to outscale. So I do think there's room for exploration. It's just that we have not tried to do it yet. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, guards would have gone a long way against Sam.
yeah,
So the big problem with Sam's deck is he's relying on glaciers, which have the -2 defense. And I had created a deck that has a lot of heroes with defense to slow him down to start because he has a lot of heroes with attack, which worked. But then once he got the glaciers out, I was kind of screwed.
yeah,
But getting reaching that 4 attack is awesome against a glacier, and guard is the easiest way to do that.
yeah. Because Glacier is attacking for 2, decreasing the opponent's defense by 2. So if you have 4 defense, it will not be enough to attack through it.
Yeah.
Electron won't really do much, but yeah.
Yeah. Looks like pretty even so far, actually.
Yeah, even Sam might even be pulling ahead, but he also had 1 extra turn with the Glacier, I guess. So I think Ben will attack for 6 now, goes to take Sam down to 3. And then after that, Sam might be attacking for 4 or 5, but I don't think he will have enough damage. Oh wait, the lane is over there. That's the trouble. Like, is attacking heroes. That's the biggest issue.
Play a Terra jump.
So that's will be 3 plus the 2, so that's 5. So if he can get 1 more Glacier up, he takes round 1 or forces Ben to deblend to block. Oh, I do want to comment on Sam's swap here. I think he's the only one that's been using that for once, so
Yeah, it's interesting.
yeah, it's a very niche card. It fulfills the because he wants to utilize Cone, so the only way to do that effectively and not losing tempo, because these decks get outscaled really quickly if you do not keep up the momentum. So what he's doing is using swap. Okay, so it looks like Ben opted to not deblend to block and give up round 1. Likely because he believes he has a better chance in round 2 and round 3 to keep up. I don't know if that's the case. Like my thinking is that he has a better scaling. Like Sam has a better scaling, so it's better for Ben to lose resources early on to make it up later.
But the scale for Sam is going to take 3 turns to get out the Garden Sprout,
Yeah,
at least, assuming that he has a way to get the Garden Sprout in his hand. So then Ben only needs 3 attacks, assuming Sam's not going to deblend a block, which chances are he probably won't, because his deck relies completely on the glaciers.
yeah. And then I also know on Ben's end that he has a Yumi on the bench, meaning that he will be able to consistently get weaponized from his deck by discarding 3 capture gems, and he's running like over 50% of the deck is just capture gems or something like that. It's crazy. So he's a very high likelihood of both getting weaponized and discarding gems to get force returns. So yeah, he has a lot of ways. Is way too consistent somehow.
Yeah, I think just a couple guards. It's
Yeah.
good to go. And the deck's
Yeah.
dead.
For 6.
For
Build
sure.
up to something strong and you're good.
Yeah, but then again, like, it's difficult to prepare for this because like we had to get to this point where we see these very aggressive decks where it makes sense to build all that defense against, because like you cannot just build defenses in a vacuum.
True.
So I think we just like, it's kind of nice to see that this is after we balance the game, because you guys as game like managers, developers, you cannot just like go and fix the cards physically now. You have to find strategies now, which I think we've been very bad at during the testing phases of the game. To just accept that stuff is like what they are and then try to see strategies around it.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be a big part of creating the next set.
Yeah.
Huh. So it looks like Ben's
I
kind
get
of.
one. I get one. You get one.
Why is Sam moving so slow? He didn't even play a gem on Lester. Did he?
Um,
4, 6.
what do you mean?
I don't know. Well, once Sam gets his garden sprout out, he's
Yeah.
looking better than Ben for the last round.
Yeah.
And Ben also has the Glass Raider.
Yeah, for endgame, yeah. And he's setting that up. And he has Gem Switch
Yeah.
in hand as well, but he does have to like delay a turn where he doesn't attack. Because he cannot like just put it immediately down.
Yeah.
I will play a Capper Gem onto Jeffrey. I will attack
Okay, I think I turned down their volume a little too much.
Kula and Fiona.
Okay.
They were very loud at some point though.
Just to let you know that I'm attacking with those two.
Okay. Cool.
Are you dead?
Dead.
Great. I'll sideboard.
What is that conversation? Like, oh, are you dead? I'm dead.
Sam's pissed.
Or would you like to say
Yeah. Oh, one other thing to note. Yeah, of course we're seeing Yumi now, but they are, especially Ben's deck is quite aggressive in its action use, but it doesn't matter as much because the rounds are so fast. You don't do a lot of turns during those rounds, so you get to get your actions out of your action meter faster than you otherwise would,
Yeah.
which is a struggle like slower decks have much more of. Okay,
I
so
will use Yumi
yeah, for the weaponize.
to discard 3 Capper Gems.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah, so
yeah, I'll get weaponized.
yeah, Ben wants to go to weaponize now before
Okay, follow two.
Sam can put more defenses up. So I guess what Ben is doing now is trying to use draw in order to see if he can grab force return or just more Capper Gems, but no, didn't happen. Because then he would be attacking straight through or forcing Sam to a deep lane to block even more than he otherwise will. Now he's attacking for 8 and
I'll
8,
weaponize
16.
and attack.
Yeah. 16
Okay,
before deep lane to block.
6, 6. And then 4.
Yeah.
Oh, he did
I'm
weaponize.
gonna deblend
Yeah.
Scout on the second attack. So then I take less than that, right? So
You
He
take
goes down to 6 life.
14.
Big attack.
Very big attack. Now the question is will that be enough? Because but the problem is Sam does not have access to Garden Sprout right now, unfortunately, so he doesn't get the bonus attacks and stuff.
I'll attack for 6.
Yeah, if he could get Garden Sprout, I think he would have game right now, because then Ben would only be attacking for 2/2/2, so that's 6. He could deep blend to block, then go back and forth, forcing each other to deep blend to block on change. And I'm not sure about the math, but right now I think Ben is having the lead.
An Aqua Gem?
Yeah.
Because if Sam had Garden Sprout, he would get the extra bonus stats, both in terms of attacking for extra to attack for 9, which would force Ben to deep blend to block, having fewer attackers to attack with, and attacking into defenses, slowing him even further down. But
I will attack with everything.
yeah, so Sam is now forced to deep blend 2.
Okay, so I got deblend 2 of them, right?
Exactly. Way ahead of you, Sam. Okay, but this doesn't mean that Sam is losing a lot of attack because Kula and Lane is still online with damage, so he will still be able to attack for what?
Okay.
3-5, which is unfortunate because he then also needs to debuff to block 2 more, well, 3 more. I'm wondering if it was a bad idea to deblend
I'll use Kula.
Sprout.
I'll go grab a Blend Search. I'll play.
I don't see a way for Sam to get out of this.
No,
Right?
no. It's just next game. Oh, it was a blend search in hand. Garden Sprout, but only attacking 3 and 1. Like Elaine is still attacking for 2, it's still attacking for 6, but it's not enough to force Ben to deblend to block. It's a little bit different because Ben doesn't know what Sam has in hand. But then again, he doesn't really need to know because as long as he just keeps 2 of the ramps, even 1 of the ramps, he wins now. Like, there's no way Ben loses.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. But I guess he's trying to just find, triple Capra Gem into force return to make sure that there's no chance.
Use Yumi.
I guess.
3 Capra Gems.
Are you just gonna get a
My library.
Glass Raider?
Oh yeah, but he cannot use Glass Raider because he attacked last turn, right?
I'll just attack.
I don't remember what he did.
What does Blast Raider do here?
Not much.
Yeah, not much, exactly.
You get a Paragem and then Layer Launch?
That's my other idea. That's my second idea.
I think it's a better idea.
I guess they're discussing what should be happening with the deck.
Good game.
Big game! Woo! Wow.
Alright, good game everyone.
I won.
Alright, we're back into it.
Tournament grind's really getting to me.
Here we go.
So now they can change the heroes from their bench to modify based on what they saw in the opponent's deck and what they want to
Yeah, asterisks on that game.
alterate to get a better starting position.
Let's sideboard. I will sideboard.
Steve, how do you feel about the benched heroes? Like, they were introduced like sort of like recently before I got into the game, but they were not an original feature of the game.
Yeah, that's. I think they're very cool. I think it's a cool component that Gemblenders need.
I'll definitely say, like, I play around with it a lot. Like, I do modify my bench a lot based on how I want my deck to work during the second and third round. I play a lot around with Palmer, of course, obviously. But it adds a lot of like safety features as well. If you don't want to start with, you know, a level 3 or specific level 2 in your starting setup, but then you can add it in your bench, or level 5 you want an additional level 5.
We have 3 of the same heroes.
Yeah, I think it's definitely anywhere where you can add like more strategy into the game in like a seamless way is
sure.
pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of flexibility. Yeah,
it feels very natural, the bench. So
it also really helps with the round format to say like there's actually something to do in between the rounds, and it's not just like, oh, you have another round.
I guess I'm just so thrilled.
It also gets like the whole sports feeling of like, oh, you do substitutions to take out the players that are underperforming, or you need to focus on something else during the game.
Yeah.
Well, we've played 2 games. So
yeah, I love the bench.
luck.
Every time I played you used it.
I definitely, in my deck building, don't think about it nearly enough, which I should.
The other games I used for it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't win the tournaments. So Sam added Jeffrey in his deck since playing Ben last.
Yeah.
Last game,
Copper Gem.
since playing
Mhm.
the other week.
I'll also use Unit as
I think that does a lot in slowing Ben down,
For sure.
but not that much. It's really just slowing Kula down.
It's
One
slowing,
turn.
yeah, it's both slowing Cooler down and Fiona and Isabel. Cooler down because you need an additional gem to, you know, put Capra gems in the discard. And Fiona and Isabel because you cannot attack as much.
Yeah.
I think it's worse, much worse for Sam because now he cannot just have the easy 2 attack on Elaine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to slow him down quite a bit on the first round. And he won the first round last time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh, he just went aggressive into Glacier.
Well,
I guess that makes sense because you're not getting any attack on Fiona and Isabel before the second gem, and then you might as well just blend into Glacier right away.
Yeah, see, this is actually very interesting. How the starting heroes matter a lot.
Hmm.
Because when I played Sam the first round, he had a Jeffrey on his field, and that had no effect on me, given
Yeah.
my heroes. And I was able to win the game. I ended up losing the first round just because I have a slower build-up deck,
Hmm.
but I won the game because I was able to get out my cards because I could force switch him and he couldn't get back. But then the next game he switched to a Lester, which
Yeah.
made my deck a lot worse.
Mhm.
get
Um,
Yeah, Jeffrey also slowed me down a lot because I had to put 2 gems on my Jubilee instead of just 1 gem. So I still say it's too much power into one hero, but
and it'll attack
it's too late now.
4 for 3.
he's printed.
Yeah, he's printed. Why didn't you just put an activation gem on Jeffrey?
And I'll pass.
Jeffrey's great. It's slowing down these terrible decks.
But he's also doing so much more. He's also empowering these decks
Jeffrey's
anyway.
very
So.
bad for against these terrible decks.
But he's empowering them too because it allows them to slow down their opponent to stretch out their momentum for longer as well.
I guess.
Play Ram and attack for 6.
Lane. The bane of my existence. No, just kidding. I love Lane.
Why was Elaine ever printed? Why?
Copper Gem and flop.
Okay.
This is rough. This is really rough for Sam right now. I think he's going to lose round 2. The first round, sorry. Because there is so much attack from his heroes that he's not utilizing now. So Ben is really getting ahead because now he's attacking for 6, and now Sam is attacking for 5.
Play. No.
So Ben just needs to keep on attacking for 6 right now. Hope he draws into the third ram. He has Blend Search in hand, so he's getting that ram anyway.
I'll play Blend Search.
Why already now? Is my question.
Okay.
Yes.
Why not wait for next round? Next turn. It doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is that he's playing them before second round to
I'll attack for 6.
to have them in the action meter before it's emptied.
I'll attack for 5.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ben is getting round 1 now. There's no way for Sam to stop it.
On Mars. And I'll attack for 6.
Yeah. Ben doesn't need to put down Ram yet, so it's fine for him to just keep it in the hand. I don't see why he wouldn't just put it down. Like, I don't see what's on the threat, but it's fine. Oh, Steve, one more thing that we haven't been talking too much about is also Signal Corruptor. Signal Corruptor would be great against these decks.
Oh, actually, maybe.
Yeah, I actually love that for Signal Corruptor, given how little play it's seen thus far.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
I really
That's
think
like
we
a-
can.
super easy to get out.
Yeah,
That's why I was
Zap
waiting, 'cause
away
I'm, like,
these
thinking, like,
blends.
if I play Yumi, then he'll leave
These decks as they stand right now really just rely solely on these level 2 blends, and without the
I was
play
thinking
set
about
of
that,
them, they're
um,
not very much at all.
no. And on top of that, like, they don't have a lot of other cards in the deck to make it like to be backup attackers. They're relying on only having the Glaciers out or Durants out. Of course, we saw the Glass Raider as a backup attacker for Ben, and Sam does have the Garden Sprout to help, but they're not really backup attackers as such. So if you can get rid of two or just maybe even one of the Glaciers or Rams,
I think it's fine.
you will go a long way of slowing those decks down and taking them away essentially.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the Signal Corruptor deck that like turns into anything that has some attack is like really easy to win, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to time it out kind of correctly.
Yeah.
So you're only taking 4 damage with a Signal Corruptor.
Yeah, but I still think that's worth it.
Yeah, no, easy.
Yeah. So at least when we try, if we begin to focus on taking those cards into consideration when building decks, like these type of decks that we're seeing here will start to fall off.
Yeah, I think there really is, like, I don't know, like, I'm not like totally up to date with all the other card games, but Gemblenders right now feels like a very strong rock paper scissors,
Yeah.
Nine.
which is interesting, which is better than having one deck that's better than the rest.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. But I want to like we'll get to the point where that kind of breaks down and like people like there's like more like where a mixed strategy is a better chance of winning than like a pure aggro. I don't know.
Well, I think we'll develop it as we go on.
Yeah. No, it's interesting to see.
Yeah. I also think it's funny that like my Energizer deck, Capacitor deck, is like vulnerable to this level of aggression that Sam and Ben is putting out, but it is much stronger against more like slower decks, more stable decks, and slightly more what's it called?
Susceptible.
Reluctant, defensive. It deals better with stuff like Signal Corruptor because it has so many level 2 blends and level 3 blends later on in the game. So it can, and it's already relying on just like utilizing them for damage and then like having them in a discard pile. So Signal Corruptor is too slow to deal with it. So I think like there's somewhat a place where my deck will get better as these two decks will get some more counters because my deck counters more those counters, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's like hypothetical. We'll see how it develops. I think Ben has the game right now. I don't think Sam can win on this round, and then on Sam's turn he's just gonna go weaponize, and even if Sam deblends with the whole the whole field, it doesn't matter. Oh, because of Jeffrey. Sorry. Yeah, but he still has the free capture gems. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll demon a block.
Doesn't matter. Did it. Good game.
GG.
It wasn't really a good game.
Wow.
Damn.
All right,
Are we done now?
I think we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, you're done.
All right.
Game. All right, now I'm unmuting them. Wow.
Wow.
Good game, everyone. Well done.
His deck might have been able
That's-
to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
They are unmuted.
Good
Believe
game.
in Ben.
Well
Believe
done.
in hashtag believe in Ben. Thank you. Wow.
Good game, everyone. GG.
I really needed Rumson to believe in me because I did not believe in myself. I did this for Rumson.
Yeah. He has magic power somehow.
Wow.
That was tough. I didn't get my weaponized either game.
Yeah, I think I got pretty lucky there. I think that's the power of believe in Ben.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So if Sam, you had gotten your weaponized earlier on, yeah, you would have had a better chance. But-
Yeah, I think if I don't take round 1, I'm kind of toast.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of things that you could have
it's
gotten.
way
that
more
would-
difficult. And Ben just has direct access to the weaponized with the discard 3 Capper Gems. Alright, so Ben and Sam, do you just have a few last words to say before I end the recording?
Go ahead, Sam.
I think these were both aggro decks, and Ben was quicker, and he was able to do everything that he wanted to do faster than I was able to. So, Ram, pretty good. Good deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just want to say, believe in your dreams. If you think you can do it, you can do it. I did this for Rumson.
So I guess we have a thank you to Rumson from Ben, a great acknowledgement. Yeah, so I hope in the future we'll begin to see counters to these aggressive decks. I think Steve and I, we already talked about potential counters in Guard, Energizer, Signal Corruptor and stuff like that, heroes with defenses. So we'll see how the meta develops, and to the people that's watching this, we hope you will enjoy the game in the cards in your own hands, and take care everyone.